Let's get it.
Hey, what it is, what it be? It's your man Mark D.
Your boy DJ Swerve.
Swerving on your bitch ass.
This is MTS Podcast. Mark the Swerve, dog. Skr.
Yes, indeed. We
And
back.
this is episode 5? It's episode 5. Hey, Millie Rock season. And yeah, man, we back again. We took a little hiatus break, whatever you want to call it. We had to get some things done.
Facts.
And it's been a lot going
A
on.
lot going on. A lot going on.
And soon as we left, we could say the world got entangled in a lot of drama, bro.
Bro. All right, of course, I'm sure unless you've been underneath the rock, y'all, you know about, the whole August, Jada, Will situation that happened there. How you feel about it?
Initially, when I first watched the video that they had, he started off by saying that they took a break.
Right.
And it started off saying that Will even said, I was through with your ass. I was done. So they made a decision as a separated couple to, I guess, see other people or do what they need to do to make themselves happy before coming back into the fold of their marriage.
That's important, too.
Yeah. And so he said it was about 4 or 5 years ago that whole situation ended up happening, where she called it an entanglement, but it was technically a relationship.
Right.
And it's just now he coming out and saying something. So I know I still didn't say how I felt about it, but it was just the whole scenario. You got to dress it up. Right now, August is looking like the clown in the situation, if you so to speak.
Right.
The only reason why is because he's bringing it up right now.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people was calling him messy. And then he was like, how you gonna call me messy? You don't know me. He was like, well, maybe you not messy. Maybe what you're doing right now due to the situation and that whole relationship dynamic and bringing it up now is messy.
Then to release an album around that time is very messy.
Yeah, it's that situation of what he did was messy.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what it was. A lot of people say he was a groupie. I can understand why he was a groupie. Jada was fine. Jada is fine.
That's
so
vintage vagina.
Everybody you can bring. You mentioned it now. Everyone's like, bro, I'd be entangled with her any day. So yeah, it's pretty much. It looked like it's clown behavior to just, it's so to speak, do that just to get some type of buzz for his album to put out.
Right.
And he a really good artist, so he kind of didn't need it.
Yeah.
But then again, when he was talking to Angela Yee, he was kind of put in a corner to talk about it, and he kind of maybe didn't realize it, where he was like, he put his all into that relationship and this and that, and everybody was only speculating that they was in a relationship. So it was like, oh, wait a minute. Y'all was actually in a relationship. Ain't she married? And that's when everything starts
spiraling. That's a brand.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Will Smith and Jada, that's a brand. It's not that was relationship goals for a lot of people. Like they want to have that type of relationship. It just turns out that it's not.
Keep it a bean,
everything
bro.
that it seems.
Yeah, keep it a bean. It kind of makes it even more relationship goals.
It does.
And the dynamic of it. Because people was being funny with the memes talking about J. Cole said he wanted the Will and the Jada love.
Yeah.
And then when you think about it, he specifically said when he got married, I can love you through anything. And that was basically loving her through anything.
Man.
So that type of love is actually loving an individual through anything. Yeah. So it kind of still holds.
That's what marriage is too. Like it's for good and bad. So, but it touches a lot because supposedly, from what I've seen, me and my wife, we watched what led to Will Smith being like, yo, I'm just gonna leave this whole situation alone. You go make yourself happy. He planned a big surprise party, not even surprise. He planned a big birthday party for Jada, her 50th, and she didn't appreciate it. She said that was a big, I want to say that's the worst ego trip Will Smith could have ever did.
Oh, it's like an ego check.
Yeah.
Got you.
And that was when Will made that video about like, you know what, I'm done. I don't want because at the end of the day, what can you do? You can give somebody the world. You can travel around the world with somebody, and they still not happy about that shit.
Yeah. She obviously felt like that was more about him and less about her with the birthday.
That's a slap in the face. I know if I plan something big like that for my wife, bro, it's better be some appreciation.
I need some type of appreciation in here.
Something, but
And it's that whole situation.
It's so much. It actually is an entanglement, bro. It's a lot entangled into that whole situation.
A whole lot of complexities, bro.
Because even you can bring in August, like how he feels, because even from like what I've seen from his like life, you know, he's lost a lot of people. So to actually connect to somebody that you believe is in your corner, and for them to kind of like, you know what, this is going a little bit too deep for me. We need to take a break. I could see how like that could hit somebody deeper. Yeah. Like that could hit him deeper as a man than like, you know, like, are you just gonna throw me away to go back to your husband that you really ain't even happy with?
It's a key word you said in there, to go back to your husband to what you're happy with.
Yeah.
I can't speak for everybody's situation, but for most situations, when you mess with somebody that's married, it gotta be something in you to make you feel like, okay, this is a high profile person married in the public eye with kids and a whole family in the public perception outside of what they got going on. Yeah. It got to be something in you to be like, there's a possibility this ain't going to turn out to where they together.
Yeah.
It got to be some type of possibility of him thinking that. And he just didn't think that way. But then again, his whole mindset at that time is like what you said. It wasn't in the best of places. And even what they said, it wasn't in the best of places. Right. That's why people say they was feeling used. But yeah,
it's a big bubble. And speaking of bubbles,
a big old bubble.
Speaking of bubbles, the NBA is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Ball out.
The NBA is back, ladies and gentlemen.
It's back and full of effect,
and
bro.
You know the Mavericks play tonight. If the Mavericks win, I think they're playing right now. If they win tonight, they actually clinch a playoff berth.
That would be so icy. I'll be ready for that.
That's a big. I think the Mavericks are a slept-on team. I think they can do some damage if they actually make it to the playoffs like that.
It's like you said, they've always been a dark horse team.
Always.
Bro.
When they win the championship, nobody expect them to win. And if you expect them to win, you lying. So, but
that's why a lot of people, including myself, was pissed off when we got Chandler Parsons and he just said, "I don't want to play here."
Jesus,
it was a lot of shit that pissed me off with that team.
We should do whatever it took to keep that team together as much as possible. At least for another year. I don't know a team that just like win a championship and dismantled in the following season. I don't see that happening like that. Like they didn't even get a shot to repeat.
They blamed it on Mark Cuban, said he didn't want to pay them extra funds, bro. And seeing him on Shark Tank, you can kind of believe it.
Facts. It sucks, but
it is what it is. The fact that they got one is dope. Yeah. And it's with Dirk, who was like the solid piece, drafted, basically the face of the Mavericks for years. Right. Which that in itself is dope. You don't get that often, let alone now.
Right. I think they have a shot to, do some damage. As far as winning it all, I would be surprised they win it all.
Yeah.
But the surprise that nobody's really, just
it'd be
going to be surprising about is if the Lakers win the championship this year.
Mm-hmm. Or the Clippers.
Because
that's all they talk about is the Lakers and the Clippers.
That's basically in the nutshell.
And if another team win, especially the Mavericks, you'll get people saying, "Well, I'm not surprised."
Right.
Let me do my Steve A impression. Luka Doncic is putting on a rectitude of gaming, balling out games with Porzingis. This brother came from the Knicks and started balling off with the Mavs. I'm not surprised these brothers won a championship and they got more championships to come. Do you hear me? More to come. But nah,
as long as they stay off the weed.
In the bubble.
Oh man, but no, I think the Lakers, I feel like LeBron and AD, they're supposed to win. It's just they're playing for Kobe. I heard after a practice they said, Mamba, So it's kind of, you're not supposed to, lose if you're playing for Kobe.
I understand, bro. So they putting that mentality in there for real. And then it's crazy too, because I'll be watching all them sports shows and I watched The Herd and he broke it down. He was like, this team outside of LeBron and AD is not supposed to win. He said they're not supposed to win, but they mesh together and they make it work. Yeah. He said from Dwight Howard, Danny Green, JaVale McGee, and all these other individuals that's technically seasoned vets. Right. They said they kind of quirky and whatnot. You wouldn't think and Deion Waiters, the fact of how Deion Waiters got there and they still making it work. how they was talking about Alex Caruso. You don't know technically what he is as a point guard.
Yeah.
But you starting to see that the man is cold as defender. He is athletic. Yeah,
he's
he can ball.
He's a baller.
It's just interesting, man. I'm happy to have the games back. It was two other things. Another reason why some people can't be surprised about the Mavericks going the distance in the way that they are. Number one, they put up points.
Yeah.
Number two, I think you brought up something about the most efficient NBA team in history.
Before COVID hit, the Dallas Mavericks this year was the most offensive efficient team ever
in NBA history. We talking about Golden State Warriors,
96
super teams.
Bulls. This team was the most efficient ever.
That says a lot.
So it's going to be interesting how things play out. I personally think the championship's coming to the West. I know it went to the East last year, but I think if it really came down to the Western Conference Finals, I think it would be the Clippers and the Lakers. And on paper, the Clippers look better than the Lakers. On paper. If Lou Will and Montrezl Harrell, Lemon Pepper Lou, if they playing, then I feel like the Clippers are a squad.
They are.
They are a squad, but it's just King James effect, man. I think if he really, buckles down, I think they could actually win it all.
And when these games started, they've been going to overtime.
Yeah,
they've been
it's good games.
1 point, 2 point games.
Great games.
You can tell they in it, bro. Yeah. They ready for it, which is dope. A lot of excitement, man.
Facts.
A ton of excitement.
Speaking of ready for it, Nicki Minaj is ready to drop a baby.
Ooh, hot like an album. You hear me?
I think it's good for her. I'm happy to see how the world is going to grasp to Nicki Minaj's baby
and being a mom
for sure. I think it was people seen it coming. Just her not putting out music like that. And she's been at it for a long time. It's been at least a decade, at least. And that's probably less. That's probably
2010.
That's probably less than what she's actually been doing in the game. So
I think Itty Bitty Piggy came out probably late 09, beginning of 10. So yeah. I
think Beam Me Up Scotty was the first project I really heard from her. And I'm happy for her. I don't like her situation with her husband and whatever they throwing out there like that.
I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, he just has a bad rap record, like not rap
which
record,
is weird because I could have sworn he was like an A&R for Def Jam or something like that. I think so. When they first met, he worked for a record company.
Okay.
So that's why I was saying whatever his record is, it probably isn't as bad as people trying to make it seem so they can try to have something on Nicki.
Right.
Because if that was really the case, I don't think he probably would have got the jobs and moving the way he was moving.
Yeah.
Prior to the situation.
That's real.
And then, like I just said earlier, I just found out.
Yeah.
They've been together for a while, and this is the first time I'm hearing about it. So that's another thing. It's like, why y'all bringing this up now when you get the news about something good with Nicki? And hey, it's just the way they move.
That's the way of the world. Misery needs company. Regardless, if they're happy, they're happy. You know what I'm saying?
Hollywood misery want a lot of company.
When people live in negativity, they want the negative stuff. They want to see the negative things in the world, So that's just the way it is, man. But another topic I want to talk about is Beat King. Shout out to Beat King, Club God.
Hold
up. He just signed a big record deal. He finally signed, but he owns his masters. He's been owning all his music, all that stuff, Spotify, all that. He's been owning all that.
So they had a bidding war on too, which is dope.
Facts. And it really picked up once Drake told him that he killed his Then Leave verse, his whole song. Drake became posted a screenshot of Drake, saying like you killed that. Up. And that's when the labels took notice of the whole situation. And it made me think about when Sauce Walker was on Drake's head about not getting on the Too Legit to Quit It. Because just from a screenshot that B. King got from Drake, that made the labels they was already probably calling, but that made them really, bust their ass to try to make this dude happy.
And he was real big on the Houston scene.
And,
the drip and everything like that too, and then coming from Houston and Sauce Walker, I get you. I see what you're saying now.
So with but B King basically is going back. He was in Lancaster. Shout out to L. He's in Lancaster shooting a video for one of his old songs. He came out with a while ago, maybe a decade at least. Mm-hmm. And I don't know an artist that can go back really like that and do videos for their hits. Like these are hits. Like these are like, especially in the South, like these are songs that people know and they've been knowing. And for him to go back and make a video for it, it's gonna make the song come out again. And that's dope.
No, it is. It's really good creative thinking too.
That is dope.
It's especially because it's like when you got your deal, for the most part, you got your deal of people recognizing your records now.
Right.
So you making videos to be like, look, some of y'all just know me for the song I did now and what Drake ended up doing. But I'm going to do these videos to remind individuals of the stuff
I've been
around. And like I was telling you earlier, when he made You Ain't About That Life, you started hearing that all over the place.
Everywhere.
People using that quote.
Seeing that on shirts.
Yeah, bro. And that came from him years ago. Facts. And so, yeah, man, it's really creative on how you're doing it. It's smart, too. And, yeah, I think he be in Houston. Ain't he from Houston?
Yeah, he's from H.
But it's like a Triple D of Dub cousin. The man stay out here, too.
He said he got his sound. He got his sound from Dallas.
Yeah, bro.
From Dallas music. He got his sound from, like, Dallas music. And, of course, influenced by 3 6. But I'm a big B King fan.
Oh, yeah,
big B King fan. He's a dope.
You couldn't have went
artist.
to college in Texas and not be a B King fan. Just let's point out the obvious.
Bruh. The Cucumber King.
The
Cucumber King, man.
Before you knew what the emoji was, when you went to the club, you'll see what the emoji was.
So shout out to B King.
Facts, bro. And congratulations.
Congratulations, man. That's a big deal. And some of his videos are like pornos. Speaking of pornos, quick question. This is for my the female viewers out there, and the males, of course. We gotta talk. You gotta talk some relationship stuff on this show. This is how we do it.
Our relationship, single perspectives.
So, porn, good or bad for a relationship? What you got?
It depends on the relationship.
Okay.
Some females do not like dudes watching porn or even beating off. And some females will probably build the relationship up off of sex, which will have porn included a lot. So it all depends on the relationship. And I think you brought it up not too long ago about how men watching porn is shunned upon, or they put the focus on dudes watching it more. Yeah. Is it bad or seen as looked bad when females, the ones that's pushing it to watch it and stuff like that? So I don't know. That's a good question on that too. But from my perspective, it all depends, bro. Yeah. I don't think it's bad, but then again, it just depends on the dynamic of your relationship at the stage.
I hear you.
And what they cool with and what they not cool with.
Yeah. I think subconsciously, if you watch a lot of porn, you want to do what you're seeing. just subconsciously. And it's not necessarily like everything that you're saying.
Baby, let me do
some of y'all niggas got some nasty. So I know some of y'all got some nasty searches. I already know. But
shit.
But I think
shit.
I didn't want to imagine. But I think subconsciously you start. It kind of gets in your head that if you're not doing what you're saying, then it takes a second for you to actually be turned on by, the basic one-on-one with your wife.
Yeah.
And I think that just comes from, knowing your limits. I think too much of anything is bad for you. Simple as that, facts. Bro. You can work out nonstop, but eventually it's going to be signs that say, yo, you need to chill the fuck out.
Even when you eat healthy, bro, you still need to eat some fat.
You gotta eat something, man. So something else different. So I think it really comes down to really just knowing your relationship, like you said, the relationship dynamics. That plays a big thing into it.
Yeah.
And just knowing your partner. I think that's really what it comes down to.
another thing they'll say, communication. It's all about communication.
Communication, man.
If she with it and he with it,
facts.
We good to go.
Number one.
It just depends on what it is.
Y'all getting those comments. Let us know how y'all feel. How y'all feel about that.
Because I know how this is gonna be a nice little conversation.
And also comment some of your searches. I want to know what y'all putting.
Somebody gonna be in the category in the comments. The Brown Way, season 5. Like, wait, what?
Some booty talks. Sorry. Shout out to Booty Talk.
Oh my goodness, classics. Talking about classics, man. We go into classics. We can go into classics with artists with songs on the verses, bro. What's up with do you hear me?
Man.
The verses classic with DMX and Snoop.
That was beautiful. I like how you did that. That was beautiful.
Gotta make it smooth.
DMX versus
like
Snoop.
Water, core type water.
Core.
From your core.
Trying to get that sponsor. But DMX and Snoop, a lot of people saying Snoop was gonna wash DMX's ass.
Mm-hmm.
I know music to a certain degree, so I didn't think he would wash him. I definitely thought he would win. Even if I was to keep score, I think Snoop would probably beat DMX.
Yeah.
But I don't think DMX is one of those people that they don't get credit how they need to give credit. DMX ran rap for I want to say maybe late 1990s, maybe 97 to maybe 2000.
No, probably 2003.
Man, say
because I
DMX
think
was hot.
Rough Riders Anthem was 2001.
Jesus,
if I'm not mistaken, it's close up there. And then you got to think about it's that one video where it was like the what is them super concerts in the deserts? What is them hoes called?
Like
I forgot.
Coachella, like festivals or something like that.
There you go. It's like a festival.
He was like, I think that was Africa or something. He had the whole continent rocking.
Do you hear me, bro?
DMX the dog. Nah, bro. He's a legend.
Oh, this shit says release in 98. I was all off.
Snoop's a legend himself, of course. It's Snoop Dogg. But the verses was a very, very beautiful thing as far as like, celebration for both sides.
Fun fact, bro. Shout out to Swiss Beats because he's like one of the owners, him and Timberland.
Yeah.
But I was just watching on WeTV with Angie Martinez where he was talking to Swiss Beats. Fun fact, bro. His first record was Rough Riders Anthem, like big record.
Oh, wow.
This man was 17 years old.
DMX?
No, Swiss Beats.
Oh, wow.
Because them two with DMX and Swiss go hand in hand on a lot of stuff.
He was 17?
17. Bro, he talked about the fact that ASCAP, when they first came out about getting their cars, they told him to go get his card. He goes up there, and it was like this lady at the front. She usually didn't talk to me, but it was weird this day I came in there. She just started talking to me. It was like, so how you doing? You okay? Everything's fine? He's like, he confused. He was like, I'm cooling. And then she asked him, how does it feel to be rich? He was like, what are you talking about? He's like, come on, you know you're rich. I'm the one that makes your checks.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, wait a minute, them things was real?
What?
And he was like,
he was throwing them away?
Check me out.
No.
He said he thought it was one of them PACs. It was like certain type of, them checks that they send people. It was like, you can have this shit.
Yeah.
He thought it was fake. But what he did was his grandmama told him to put the checks in the shoebox.
Okay.
So he went home. This man had $700,000 of checks in his shoebox, bro. Took it to the bank, bro, and cashed it out. He said the first thing he bought was a Benz. But he was getting checks at 17 off that record and didn't know, bro. He had 700 racks.
Shout out to Swizzy.
Bro, I thought that was crazy. He thought his ass chest was fake, bro. I thought that was crazy. But
no, that was dope. That was dope, man. Swiss is definitely one of those producers, it's been around a while still, making magic happen.
One of them legends, producer legends.
Snoop, I think that lived up to the hype.
Oh, yeah.
I think this was the hype. I think it was actually surprising.
Everybody had a good time.
People didn't expect it to be how it was, and it was dope. So the next one that people talking about, though, here we go. Here we go.
Let's get ready.
Man, say.
And it was funny. It started with the smoke.
Usher
versus CB. And CB said, bro, don't talk to me about no verses. I could beat anybody out features alone. You can't keep that same attitude with Usher, bro. You can have it.
Yeah.
But nah, bro.
And They both been out for a long time. You know, Usher been out way longer than Chris Brown. Is it safe to say maybe 10 years?
For who?
Does Usher have a 10-year gap on Chris Brown? I think it's safe to say he has a 10-year gap on Chris Brown.
If not more. I'm about to say, because My Way was his first single.
Yeah.
And recorded 96, 97, released in 1996.
I think he had something before My Way, too.
Yeah, and that was his
first album. It wasn't like
album.
a big deal.
Yeah,
but I think he had something before that. But still, it's like, it's a good little gap. So it's kind of generational things at that point with that verses. But if they were to have a verses, I think that's the main thing with the verses situation.
9 years. Run It was 2005.
That's about 9 years, bro. So they have a decade between the two. So it's kind of fair, but at the same time, it's not.
No, it's not.
Is it like so?
Same way I said about some people will have recency bias.
Yeah.
Some people will have nostalgic bias
Definitely.
too. So
without a doubt. Me, I think Usher would beat the brakes off of Chris Brown. Personally speaking, I think it'll be a good round for round for 20 rounds.
But
I think
beat the
Usher
brakes?
I think it would be a solid 14
landslide?
14-6. I got 14-6. I'm not gonna make the list of the songs. I just think Usher would beat him 14-6. And mind you, I love Chris Brown. I love Chris Brown.
Cold.
And he has some songs that will be classics that are out right now. He has some songs that are classic, but Usher has classics at this moment right now that I think Chris Brown could not compete with.
At all. And I had that. At first, I said Chris Brown will most likely win without a doubt. But then you think about it, Chris Brown got Usher beat on quantity for a fact. And like I said, recency bias, because outside of Sex Beat coming out now, with him with Summer Walker and him with Ella Mai, he had a gap, like you said, a 10-year gap.
Yeah.
At first, he had like a 10-year gap of putting out music. I ain't gonna say 10 years, make it 6. About 6 years he didn't put out something. Because I think Brittany brought up the song Hey Daddy. I was like, that came out in 2010.
Right.
And
he had a break.
That's what I'm saying. And then apparently he went through a divorce and whatnot, he said, which is understandable. But then again, Chris Brown and Usher actually got records that some will probably start to really like and
later on.
Yeah, probably consider classics too. New Flame is a really good record.
New Flame is a good record.
And so that's one of them top records too. And then, but when I think about
this needs to happen.
I think it'll be really dope. But then when we was talking about it earlier, the reason why it's probably Chris Brown versus Usher, because between the two, as R&B artists and performers that dance and do the type of music they do, ain't nobody else really in their class.
Facts.
In Usher's class, nobody can really hold their weight.
Right.
Brittany brought up Neo. I about to say Neo kind of could.
If we're talking about writing, I think Neo probably can.
And that's the thing. He probably will when you talk about, like you said, writing, but with verses, some people do, if you produced it, if you wrote it, or if you featured on it, you can use it as yours. And that's where it gets a little tricky, because Usher could technically use, what if he used Justin Bieber Baby, bro?
If he just
Because technically he could use that.
Yeah.
And then he
can use that as a throwaway.
That's what I'm saying. And then people be like, yo, we probably may not like this song and it's probably super mainstream.
But it's a hit though. That's a number one.
It's not even a number one. It's a number one that started off one of the biggest pop stars' career.
It's a number one, bro. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to
really
compete
hard,
with
bro.
that, bro. Yeah, I think it needs to happen. At the same time, I kind of don't want it to happen.
Yeah.
But I would love to see it happen. But I kind of don't want it to happen just because I feel like they would take that very personal.
I mean, if they really
cool,
cool,
say it, but I think that would hurt. Y'all let us know who y'all think will win
in the comments.
Please let us know who y'all think
it's hard.
Will win.
It is hard.
Let us know. that being said,
we don't. What we going to the conspiracies? But we don't have no conspiracies, so we got to just talk about the what's the names.
Facts. We got some.
We got conspiracies for you today, man. COVID has been a bigger conspiracy enough as it is.
That's a big one.
We just gonna talk about films that's coming out, that's anticipating films that's coming out within the next year, especially since movie theaters has been shut down for a while. Which reminds me,
what's up?
I was in my Nissan and I picked up my movie gift card I got when we was over here for, wasn't it the fight? What fight was it? Remember we was doing games?
It was, Wilder and Fury.
Yeah, Wilder and Fury. I looked in there, I was like, bro.
I talk about that.
Oh, which one?
Tyson.
Oh, and Roy Jones Jr. Bro, I was laughing because Max Kellerman interviewed Roy Jones Jr. And he was speaking like, bro, I know I'm going in the ring with one of the most dangerous men on earth of all time.
in shape, like focus, bro.
He was like, are you nervous at all? It's like, you can tell. It's like, bro, don't ask me that question. You know damn well I'm nervous.
That's how Roy Jones was talking?
Nah, you know how people over-exaggerate. He was talking with confidence in himself, but then it's like, bro. And then it's this video of Mike Tyson.
Training?
No, not a video of him training, but as an interview. He was like, man, I had to get used to being that I am right now. I still got that beast. I mastered the art of war. I mastered the art of fighting. Yeah. That's why they scared of me. That's why they feared me.
Yeah.
And I had to dare them, and I feel like a bitch now. Man. I just can't wait to get back. And he was like, bro, this is the dude that you about to get back in the ring that has been waiting to just
That's all he knows.
That, bro, it's going to be dangerous.
That's really all that Mike Tyson knows at that point, bro. I think that Roy Jones is going to put up a better fight
than anybody else.
Than people are thinking he's going to put up a fight against Mike Tyson.
I can believe that. I can still believe he's kind of nervous.
He's focused.
He's stupid focused.
He is this dude is focused, bro. If you go back and watch some videos and stuff of him training, bro, I'm pretty sure he's probably the most focused on this fight that he's probably been in an extremely long amount of time. I saw a list, and Mike Tyson wasn't on one of the greatest boxers list. Like, he wasn't wilding, bro. He wasn't on the list, bro. And if you look at his record compared to some of the other fighters on that sheet, it's possible to debate that. But at the same time, he lost, I think it was like 6 fights. Mm-hmm. He lost in an embarrassing fashion. So I can see what people are saying, but at the same time, this is Mike Tyson, bro. This is probably one of the most feared individuals to ever step in the ring.
He changed boxing.
Yeah.
He changed heavyweight boxing, bro. Thanks. If he lost in an embarrassing way, he won in the most embarrassing way to other individuals.
That's real.
And fights that is like, if you can add on his knockouts and put it in a compilation video, it'll probably be the shortest video because he knocks people out that fast.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, after Muhammad Ali, I'm trying to think who was the biggest heavyweight like that changed the whole dynamic of boxing. I don't remember, and I probably for good reason, because it probably was Mike Tyson. I could be wrong. Could be Klitschko somebody. But I think Klitschko was after Mike Tyson. So, no, bro. He changed boxing, bro. It's just like with basketball.
Right.
We talk about the greatest of all time.
He ain't talking about that today. That's a whole nother episode.
Yeah, even with that, it was when I break certain things down. It's some individuals that's put as the greatest because they changed the dynamic of the sport. Yeah, bro. It's like when
they changed the game.
Steph Curry is one of those individuals. Changed the game. LeBron changed the game. I don't care what nobody say. Dirk in a way changed the game
Dirk
too.
Did.
And it's certain individuals. Tyson was one of them individuals, but I kind of went on a rant.
Movies.
I was going back to Roy Jones where he gonna give up a good fight when I saw his stats as far as his height in between the two of them.
Yeah.
I didn't know they was basically the same height, damn near, and the same weight. He probably an inch taller. The reach is a 5-inch
to Roy Jones, right?
Yeah.
Bro, Mike Tyson was a T-Rex. I swear to God, bro. He was a vicious,
dangerous
T-Rex, bro. Little bitty arms, but if he got to you, it was a wrap.
When you see him swing, he uses his entire body with his arms, bro. Yeah. He don't swing with his arms. He swings with his torsos and his legs and his arms.
Fucking legs.
He swings with his entire body.
If you look at a picture of old Mike Tyson, bro, don't look at his body. Look at that nigga legs, bro. And you would see why he was knocking people out the way he was knocking people out.
Bro, it's crazy. But yeah, back to the movie.
It's Y'all let us know who's going to win in the comments
Ooh,
again.
boy, because it's about to be a fight.
All right, so we got the Batman with the boy from Twilight. Robert Pattinson.
There you go.
That is his name. Robert Pattinson. Sorry, Robert Pattinson. I'm interested to see how he's going to do.
Yeah, because they're going to put the dynamic of it a little bit different from what DC has been for a while. I know they said they was going to change it up a little bit.
Right.
By the sheer fact that the logo is made out of the guns that his parents was killed by. That in itself is just different.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, his chest logo, the bat symbol, is made out of the guns that his parents was killed by.
Oh, like you just saying, like you just got like
the material.
Oh wow,
you can see it in the suit. The material, the bat symbol's made out of the guns. Just that in itself, just small details, so it's gonna be a little bit different.
Jurassic World Dominion.
Okay,
I think it's time to throw this shit away, bro.
No, I don't.
I think it's time. Right? It's Jurassic Park.
They're not throwing it away. They are making it another version of Planet of the Apes. If you've seen the last one.
I love Planet of the Apes.
Well, basically, the origins of Planet of the Apes, it started with one ape, and then the disease and everything infected other apes until they got smarter and they took over the world. On the last Jurassic World, they cloned the individual of the dinosaurs, and they let the dinosaurs out into the world. So slowly, the dinosaurs is going to start increasing in numbers and going to take over the world, bro. That's why they saying Jurassic World Dominion. Because they about to say the dinosaurs is about to make the Earth their new dominion. Okay. So that's the only way I can see it as. Fantastic Beasts, that's a cold movie, bro.
I've never seen it.
It's Harry Potter world, Wizarding World, basically. Okay. And it's basically an individual, like you said, you ain't seen Harry Potter, but Dumbledore.
Well, I've seen Harry Potter. I haven't seen.
Well, do you remember Dumbledore?
Yeah.
If I remember, that's the right one. But the main headmaster, that was one of his friends that you briefly knew about, and then they just having a story about him and just the Wizarding World going to the U.S. and back to the U.K. and such.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
It's real dope.
Is it in 3D? You know,
could be.
Have the other movies been in 3D?
It could be.
Okay. Halloween.
I didn't watch the last one.
I didn't watch the last one. We'll skip over.
What was the lady, the main lady name that's been in for?
Oh yeah, was
Jamie Lee Curtis?
I always get Halloween confused with Friday the 13th. Still.
Oh, that was Friday the 13th?
Bro, I don't even know. I can't even answer you. Bro.
Damn,
I get confused. But they did come out with a movie with the woman that I think that was. I can't even tell you which one is Jason, bro.
Yeah.
And Michael Myers. I confused them so much.
I know which one. Okay, I know which one is Jason.
Jason
He's the one with the hockey mask. And the only reason I know that is because of Freddy versus Jason. That's the only reason I remember that. Yeah. Because they had Kelly Rowland on there. And Freddy used the famous line, dark meat.
Yo!
That's the only reason I remember that. But yeah, I get them mixed up too.
Black Adam. The Rock's gonna be Black Adam.
That shit gonna be cold.
Adaptation. I think it's gonna be dope. I'm interested. I don't know too much about Black Adam.
He's basically the antagonist to Shazam. I don't know if you saw Shazam.
Yeah. I haven't seen Shazam, but I know of Shazam.
Yeah, I think he in the Legion of Doom in DC. Okay. You know, which is like the bad side
to
the Justice League. Yeah.
Oh shit!
He's gonna be playing a villain.
I wonder why the bad guy gotta be Black Adam. Anyway,
we're not gonna talk about that, my brother. We could break it down to another conspiracy.
Oh man, Venom 2. I'm excited, bro.
Hard.
I am excited. Venom went hard. Venom was a good movie, bro. Carnage is one of my favorite villains.
Man, Spider-Man in the back, like Spider-Man was gonna pop up.
Yeah.
No,
say October 2nd.
Yeah, next year.
No way. Stop it.
This is 2021, bro.
No way.
What do you mean, COVID? Movies ain't open. They trying to make money.
So they just gonna shut it down for the rest of the year?
It's not necessarily shut it down. It's just what makes sense when you talk about the business of movies on top of it. It's like, bro, that's the reason why when you talk about Marvel, Black Widow ain't came out. It was supposed to come out, bro. And they was like, no, we not gonna make money.
Sense.
And that's how they keep making the movies, is out making money.
The Purge, the Forever. Purge the Forever. That's the title of the movie.
I think I saw the last one.
I saw the last one. The black guy, the hero.
I didn't see all of it. I just remember.
The last one was actually good. I actually went to the movie theater and saw it. I think the Purge didn't go away too. I feel like it's just We're gonna run it back as many times as we can. See how much money we can milk off of it. But I think it's just time to get a little bit more creative. Hollywood.
I understand. And they've been saying that for a while. I don't think the purge is going nowhere because a lot of people still be thinking about
it's
purging.
Real.
A lot of people still think about
purging. A lot of people think that the purge will happen.
Yeah, bro.
And as long as you have that aspect of it, the real story factor in there, it can possibly go.
And they put money and don't go straight to DVD.
Hotel Transylvania 4.
Hey, that movie is funny.
Fire.
Yeah, it's funny.
Adam Sandler. So it's me and my wife's favorite animated series, bro. So Hotel Transylvania 4, Cinderella.
That's a Disney movie. It's gonna do numbers.
It's gonna do numbers. Yeah. We gotta talk about that. John Wick 4. I know you rock with John Wick.
Oh, bro, I'm ready for it because the last one was cold too. Did you see the last one?
I did see the last one. Yeah.
Oh, bro, and
was it the last one?
The last one. He basically.
I seen 1 and 2 for sure.
Okay, he was shunned, and then they had the fight in the hotel. I forgot what that shit was called, but yeah. I'm gonna tell you how it ended with him and Lawrence Fishburne is basically gonna be teaming up to go after the high table.
Okay.
And that's gonna be so cold because you ain't seen them really team up since The Matrix. Which reminds me, The Matrix 4 and John Wick 4. Is it The Matrix 4? But the next Matrix and John Wick is coming out at the same time. And I put it in my movie conspiracy theory that John Wick is Neo in one of the iterations of the Matrix, bro.
I can see that.
The key makers in John Wick. Lawrence Fishburne is in John Wick. It's a lot of individuals in John Wick that's in the Matrix,
But do you think they threw them in John Wick just because they saw how successful it was with the Matrix?
It could be the same people that was part of the movie too, putting the movie together as far as casting. Possibly, but I'm still keeping mine.
I think it's gonna be dope. Cruella, they come out with the I want to say
Emma Stone, the 101 Dalmatians.
So I think it's gonna be cool. I'm interested to see like what made her be so evil.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be interesting.
She obviously loved them at a point in time. Yeah. They gonna get into it.
Avatar.
I'm ready for it. Since this man want to take 15 years to make another version of the damn movie.
Has it been 15?
Bro, James Cameron makes movies once every 10 years, bro. That was the whole scenario.
You just drop them and leave.
Yeah. He'll produce other movies like within a shorter time frame because he did Alita, which was cold. That had a dude that's about to play Blade. I forgot his name, the Black brother. Yeah. So,
okay, so
that's going to be dope.
This looks like another Conjuring.
Yeah, it is. It's called El Conjurador.
This is my sister's favorite scary movie just series. Shout out to Sean. She loves The Conjuring. I love scary movies. I don't think I've seen we saw The Nun.
Yes, we did see The Nun, which is part of the Conjuring series.
I lose the order of how it goes. Mm-hmm. But I think The Nun is like an earlier.
The Nun is the prequel. Because if you remember the end of the movie, it began with dude from The Conjuring talking about it.
Got you. Okay, so that's gonna be interesting. Godzilla versus Kong. The last Godzilla was extremely dope. That was the first movie we actually saw at our house with the surround sound. Like I was like, yo, I gotta hear Godzilla stepping in surround sound.
Big stepper.
So to him to go against Kong, that's gonna be a dope movie.
Something else is coming in that movie.
You think so?
Without a doubt. Who? Because they both.
What's a bigger fight than this?
No, I'm not sure because it was supposed to be Ghidorah, but them two fighting. Yeah. They're actually both like you could say heroes of the story. Okay. That's painted as villains due to the fact of they looked as monsters. Right. So them two may fight, but then again, they do fight to protect humans. So they might start off fighting. Yeah. Something else is going to happen to where they going to team up. Yeah. It only makes it right,
The last Godzilla was extremely dope, bro. The dude was, whoever that was with the multiple heads, the dragon with multiple heads.
That was Ghidorah.
Okay. So he might come back. That'd be dope.
Nah, Godzilla ate that nigga.
He did eat his head though. Pause.
Big pause. Oh my goodness. Side note though, the vampire movie that's part of Marvel is coming out too. I forgot what this. I forgot what it's called.
When you say vampire movie and Marvel, I think about Blade.
Morbius is coming out, and in the trailer you can see that
is Morbius the one that's in Spider-Man?
Yes. Morbius,
Wow.
yeah, and at the end of it, the trailer, dude that play in the first Spider-Man Homecoming, what is his name? Vulture. He's in it.
Okay.
At the end of the trailer, Vulture is in
the together right there.
Yeah, and I think they in Sinister Six is the villain group in Spider-Man, so they all part of it. So I know that's coming out too. That would have came out this year. It would have came out this summer.
Okay.
If it wasn't for COVID.
Jesus.
So, but it's bro. Next year, if everything open up 100%,
it's going to be stupid.
It's gonna be
in every aspect, bro. From sports to movies to everything. But next year is going to be a marvelous time. We hope.
Pun intended. And traveling too, bro.
Oh yeah, we gotta get out of here, man.
Be overseas. So.
Best advice to anybody watching this: get out and see the world once the world opens back up. But
you can tell we excited.
That's all we got for you guys, man. Thanks for tuning in. I know we took like a quick hiatus for everything that's going on. But we're gonna be on it, man. We're gonna be on it. Let us know any topics that y'all want us to cover in those comments. Follow us, of course. What you got, Mark?
At Mr. Mark D1 on all social media.
At DJ Swerve 972.
And at MTS Pod _ on all social media. We thank y'all for all the support. And we'll catch y'all.
One last thing.
Oh, what's that?
Rest in peace, DJ Dip.
Oh, facts.
To COVID, man. Prayers to the family, the friends, everybody that knew Dip. He was a DJ. And, man, just be safe out here, guys. Be safe out here. But much love, peace, happiness.
Success and prayers, man. We'll holler at y'all later.